So, we're going to talk a little bit now about evaluating your work and how to know that your work is up to industry standard. Now, I run a song feedback service, and in the past, I've had people send their songs to me for evaluation, and I've given them some pointers, and they've written me big long rants about how I'm wrong and their song is ready to go right now. But who has told you that? Because to be realistic, you're only going to know if your song is commercially viable if you run it past a professional in the music industry. And that could be a teacher within the music industry, it could be a publisher, it could be a manager. But really, it's not that easy to assess yourself whether your songs are good to go. But there are some questions that you should be asking about your music if you're trying to work out whether or not you're in a good place to approach publishers or to get your music out there. One is, well, sort of looking at technical things. Does the lyric have progression? Does it have hooks in it? Songs that are going to get you published are most likely going to be hook-based songs, and it's much easier to get a publishing deal with an up-tempo positive song than it is with a slow, depressing ballad just when you're starting out. Does your song have a memorable melody? You know, if you go away and leave it for a week, can you remember the tune clearly when you come back to it? All these things are quite important technically. A really important aspect is actually production. Now, I know you might be saying, if it's a good song and it's just a demo on, say, piano and voice, isn't that good enough? And for some publishers it might be, but it really depends what you're aiming your music at. If you want sync placements, if you want your music to be used in film and TV, or if you want to cut from a major artist, it's going to have to be produced very well. And if you produce it on your own computer, it's a very wise thing to send it away to be mastered. And before you spend the money on doing that, you really need to get some feedback on how likely it is that it's going to do well. So another question to ask yourself, how original is your music? Is it fresh? Is it something that a publisher's going to go, yes, I like the sound of that? That's not going to sound like a dozen other people that they already have on their roster. So is there something that's just a little bit individual and quirky about it? And although this may seem, like a contradiction, you've also got to ask yourself, how on trend is it? Is it the sound that's commercial now? Because, the music business is a business and things do have to sell. Although if you're aiming to have a cut with a well-known artist, you don't want to write a song that sounds like their last hit. You want to write a song that sounds like their next hit. So you're going to have to know both their back catalogue and where they're going. So in order to pitch songs and to get songs out there, there's actually a fair bit of work involved. You have to do some research. Another great thing you can do is if you've written a song, say it's an R&B song, put together a playlist on iTunes of your favourite R&B songs and include your own song so that you can hear how it stacks up realistically in terms of the craft of the song itself and in terms of the production. And if you would like some advice on how to make your music industry ready, if you've got a track that you'd like some feedback on, feel free to PM it to me. I'm totally happy to listen to your tracks.